Hello again and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at a product called Brusho Crystal Colour, which is manufactured by Colourcraft Ltd. Colourcraft Ltd are based in South Yorkshire in Sheffield and have been around for over 30 years now. This box is a pack of assorted colours and there's 12 in it, and this retails out for around about £20. You can buy bigger packs, you can buy smaller packs. I bought this one because I thought it had got a good range of colours in it. Brusho is a crystal pigment powder. It's activated when you mix it with water. The pots are 15 grams and retail for around about £1.60 each. Of course you can buy them individually as well as in packs. What you actually get in the pot doesn't always resemble the colour. That looks very orange. However, it is in fact emerald green. And there are several ways you can use Brusho. I prefer to use it with watercolour paper because it's a pigment that requires water to activate it. Rather than taking the lids off, I tend to poke a hole with a pin, and the pin can be used as a stopper and use it as a shaker. I do like to make the holes a little bit bigger with an awl, so you can get more of the powder out. I don't want to make it too big. You do only need a little bit of pigment on your paper. So this is quite a heavyweight watercolour paper. It's 300 grams, which is about the thickest you can get. And I'm just going to shake out a few grains of a couple of colours, and I'm going to activate it with a spray of water. You can probably only just see the actual powder on the paper, but when I spritz it with water, which on a dry piece of paper I will do from quite a height because I don't want the force of the spray to start dislodging where the crystals are, and as you can see it starts to develop. Once the crystals are wet, you can actually move your spray further down to give it more of an intense effect. So that's the method on a dry paper. For the second method, I'm going to spritz the paper quite heavily. And even though it's watercolour paper at 300 GSM, it is still going to curl up a bit and warp, so what I like to do is to spritz both sides. You can already see there that little bits of pigment powder have transferred onto the mat and have already started to activate. So it's important that you clean your work area up between each use. So I've spritzed that with water, and I'm going to use the black, and you'll be able to see from this that the black is made up of lots of different pigment colours. So there's blues in there, there's oranges, there's browns, but if you mix it together with water it does create a true black. And you can keep going adding different colours. And of course the more water you spritz onto it, the more it will activate the colour. So that's the wet paper method. The final method we're going to look at is adding a little bit of the pigment powder to a palette, and we're going to just add a drop of water to that. And of course the water activates it. We take our brush. We can then use the paint as a regular watercolour. If you want a stronger paint, then add more pigment. If you want a weaker, more watery paint, then just add more water. And of course, a lot of these techniques are interchangeable, so once your original background's dry, you can then go ahead and paint over it with the Brusho as a watercolour. I find that Brushos have a multitude of uses, whether it be within mixed media or creating abstract backgrounds for cards or ATCs. I'm sure that once you've experimented a little bit with them, that you'll be as hooked on them as I am. I hope you found this video to be useful. If you have, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos of this type, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.